What it is. It's your boy Norbs and my man Jamel Herring, and this is the 10-8 podcast. What is good? What is good? As y'all know, we've been promoting Tefimo Lopez, supposed to come on tonight. He has the link. We're waiting for him, but regardless of that, we're waiting for him to pull up, but we're waiting for also to speak on other things like Mayweather vs. Pacquiao apparently going down. What's this guy's name? Kid Austin apparently pulls out of the fight between him and Joe Diaz. You already know what time it is. We're going to get into all of that right after this. Yo. Damn, Jamal, where you at? You turn sideways, you all types of different ways. What's good, my brother?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, I've been waiting for today for the last couple of days. You know what I mean? Just you know how it is. But there's been news passing around, interesting stuff. Actually, somebody sent me Sabril Matias is gonna be fighting January 10th at the Barclays Center. Rumors have it, the rumors that they're saying that the headliner for that card is supposed to be Tefimo Lopez versus what's the guy name? Versus Shakur Stevenson. That's what I mean. I couldn't picture Sabrina Matias headlining at the Barclays, so that's the rumor that's being held up. And you know, they did say 2026 early that would be the fight. Shout out to my guy Lono's Boxing. He's actually the one that sent me that. He says, "Let's go, Clarissa and Remy Ma on the live today." I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, Remy, but that would be kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But let's get to the news before this guy comes on and sent over the link. I'm waiting for Mr. Lopez to come on. But let's talk about this. Broke out today. I'm sorry. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. apparently in negotiations to fight in 2026. Jamel, before I go in, I want you to talk about this Manny versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. What do you think?
Is it an exhibition or is it a real fight?
There's no way, in my opinion, that this can be an exhibition. I don't think Manny.
You don't think so?
Do it. No, I just don't believe so.
At the end of the day, it's a money grab.
No, absolutely. It's going to be a money grab regardless if it's not.
No, it's definitely for just. If we're talking about if Floyd's involved in it, it's not. Listen, they're both like we can't even say a legacy. It's more of money and maybe some bragging rights, depending on who's looking at it from who.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely just a money grab. I mean, they're both locked in the Hall of Fame. So what more? I mean, they're already cemented in history forever. Let's put that out there. But other than that, who's asked for? Like I said, I was happy, even though people said when the first fight happened, they said it was late. But still, I was happy to still witness that it still happened. You know what I mean? So I was happy even at it then. And that was 2015. But again, this is 10 years later. Like, well, 2026 they're saying. So like, what's the point other than a money grab? It's a money grab.
I just don't see a situation where Manny Pacquiao, especially after losing the first fight, taking a rematch where it doesn't count. I just don't see Manny doing that, even though it is a money grab. I just don't see it. I mean,
but I was saying that Floyd pretty much saying that Manny came back now because of money. So I'm pretty sure Floyd's probably using that angle as his, as his way to sell it or his advantage to, to be the B side and thinking that Manny Pacquiao needs money. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Like I said, I don't know what these fighters do with their own, financial responsibilities, but at the same time, what are they fighting for? Like, what are we like? Okay, they fight. What's next? You know what I mean? Just what's the point?
Well, to that point, a lot of people also saying that Floyd is is, I don't know if I want to say broke, but outliving his financial situation. I think a lot of fighters run into that situation when the money stops flowing in and you continue to live the same way, spending stuff on luxurious watches and all those
Well,
type
it
of.
says that that's the same. When he's pointing out Manny's whole situation, he's pointing out like, that. Well, this is what he says. Of course, he was saying like his financial situation is straight. You know what I mean? He has businesses here, there, and there. He say he basically like he's set for life. So like other than that, like what is the point? Especially like with Floyd. Floyd never came out the type of person to really, if he get the W over you, he never reverted back. You know what I mean? Unless it was
Yeah,
controversial. The Maidana fight, the
yeah,
Castillo fights.
yeah,
Unless it was something controversial, that's the only time Floyd reverted backwards. You know what I mean? But other than
yeah,
that, the Manny Pacquiao fight, I felt that he won that fight clear as day. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close
yeah,
then.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
other than proving anything, it's clearly money. But again, I mean,
I
we're,
don't know how much I believe though.
we're in a different era though, bro. Like I mean, like if you look around, everybody in boxing is like jumping from weight class to weight class for these big paydays or exhibition fights. I mean, you got Tank and Jake Paul. That pretty much says it right there. But it's like everyone like nobody. I don't really see anybody trying to really, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not trying to dominate their division anymore. It's more like everybody trying to move where a bag is at, which is cool. If that's what you want to do, man. I can't knock it, man. You gotta look out for you and your own. But in terms of like boxing as a whole, nobody's really trying to conquer their weight divisions before they start looking elsewhere for the biggest payday.
No, I mean I'm with you, but when it comes to the financial situation, right? Let's get back to that. I feel like Floyd can say what he wants, but I think his actions are kind of speaking opposite of that. For instance, he
Right.
was called out on national TV about lying about owning or
Yeah.
purchasing a $400 million worth of properties in New York City. Now, listen, I didn't fucking report it, but the fact that that came out, why would you cap on that? And Floyd is the type of person that likes people to. He likes to flaunt his riches. He likes to have a certain um, uh, narrative spoken about him. He is Money Mayweather. He's this. So when I seen that, you're making me dizzy. When I seen that, it really threw up a red flag for me, in that regard. And I kind of was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's why would you lie about that? Why would I tell Jamel Herring, hey Jamel, I just bought $400 million worth of property, and then come out to not being true? Shout out to Arthur. He says Floyd's spending way more than he's earning, and that's something that Floyd hangs his hat on, and having the most money and doing all these things. So imagine finding out Floyd is going broke. You know how crazy his ego would be hit off of that after. And listen, I don't know of any businesses that Floyd does have, to be honest with you, or
No,
or that.
I get it. But all I can do is I just go with what people say. But no, it definitely. I remember that whole thing about him. You know what I'm saying? He got this and then a third, and then they came out and was like, nah, that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Floyd is broke, but sometimes I feel like people stop.
Full stamps, fine boys out here.
That's
Out.
hilarious. Yeah, I
Nah,
better
that's
stop.
what I'm saying. Like that's and think about it. Knowing Floyd, I'm glad you said that. But knowing Floyd, he's going to want to stamp some crazy ass, not food stamps, but stamp some crazy ass price on the pay per view. But like you and I mentioned on the last show,
Yeah,
I personally feel like pay per view is dead. Like
it's
you
becoming
can't
obsolete. Yeah,
you can't spoil the fans with a Crawford Canelo Crawford fight. Which will with on a subscription base with that most of the fucking world has, which is Netflix, and
yeah,
then go back to $100 or so
yeah,
fucking pay per view come on I'm not I don't like to use over the hill and washed up because it's kind of like it's the way we use it in boxing is kind of like a disrespectful terms, but at the same time it's like they're not in their primes. Like what do we like? I don't need to see. I don't mind seeing it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind seeing it because, like I said, I love and enjoy the sport of boxing. But at the same time, I'm not trying to pay $100 for no fucking Manny Pacquiao Floyd too.
I definitely don't care to see the
I
rematch.
don't, I don't
Right.
give have a
Yeah.
fire ass undercard either. I'm not trying to pay 100. It's just the point. I'm not trying to pay $100
Yeah.
for a fucking Floyd and Pacquiao 2 again.
Well, I think the biggest selling point to me would be the fact that maybe people say, well, can Floyd still do it? Can Floyd be,
What's there to do?
I mean, can he still fight at a high level? Even though he's fighting Manny, which I don't believe is
Okay, he fight and beat Manny again. What's he do from there? I mean, me, you and I have our opinion on the welterweight division. The welterweight division, and no disrespect, but it is what it is not as hot as it was when even after he left, when you had the Keith Thurmans and the Danny Garcias and Errol Spencers and them, it's not hot. He's not. Do you think he's gonna go to back to 154 and try to compete with these young lions? What are we doing? Like, what's the purpose of this fight? Like, what do we do?
that's
Like I said, it's just a cash grab. It's just
that's
money.
that to me though would be the most money he'd earn. But will Floyd's ego, that always very important to Floyd. Will Floyd risk it and say, you know what, let me fight a young lion, let me fight a Boots Ennis, let me fight
There's no.
one of these guys?
That's what I'm saying. There's no point. Man, go ahead, go Floyd. I love you, man. Go ahead and invest and live your life and take, take care of the family and the grandbaby and do from there, bro.
I'll give you one that'll sell. How about the big argument? Is Bud as good as Floyd? What if Bud Crawford would have come out and say, I'd fight Floyd, and they locked it in? That would sell.
Even then, though, okay,
Bud would kill him. Bud would kill him right now, 100%.
Bud beat Floyd, whatever, and then what? And then what? And then
I'm
what?
saying that would sell. People have this argument right now online.
He's over the hill.
Is it people? There's if you were to put right now, Floyd Mayweather to come back, I guarantee you more than less people would come out and say Floyd would be successful. I can almost guarantee it. People are delusional when it comes to Floyd. I can almost guarantee you people would actually have him beating Bud Crawford. They would have him beating a Boots Ennis. They would have him beating the majority of these fighters. Even though he's what, 48?
Yo, 48. I love Floyd. Come on, bro.
It's 48, right? Something like that. He's like 48, 49, yeah.
He's up there. Like I'm saying, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think there's a lot of people out there right now that believe he can do it. There's a lot. There are a lot.
I believe he can do it, but what's the purpose of that's what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing after the fact?
Listen, he's going around saying, he's making $400 million purchases that aren't true. I mean, maybe it is money. I mean, come on, Jamal. Like, it's called faking jacks. That's what we used to say back then.
I'm saying, other than the money, bro, what are we doing it for?
Remember what you just said. How important is money to Floyd Mayweather? Very.
No,
very.
Other than the money, what are we doing it for?
Oh, Tio just hit us. He said you told him 10:30. You see what I'm saying?
All right, cool. As long as I bet we still on. I'm saying, but bro, it was just hold on, Tio. That's what you told. That's my partner. That's my brother Norbs. I love him. He said, "Listen, make sure we're gonna start it off. We're gonna talk about the Floyds. Well, we still to the other Floyd Schofield situation, but we took the Floyds first, and then we're gonna go on to 10:30 and bring my.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. No, I mean, there's stuff to talk about. I just got nervous.
Well, okay. Since we on Floyd's,
yeah,
what's going on with the Schofield situation? And Poker, you got jokes.
Who got jokes? I got jokes.
No, she knows. She knows she is.
Oh, Nina.
That's
my girl, Nina. You leave her alone. That's my girl. I like Nina. She's good people.
Hey, make sure you go buy the brand. Make sure you all go check out Crayon Girl.
We're warming up right now.
Crayon Girl. Make sure y'all check out Crayon Girl. Shout out to Crayon Girl. Shout out to the Crayon Girl brand. Make sure y'all check that out.
So hold on. Before we skip, because I don't like to skip.
But well, we skipping. We ain't skip.
I don't want to. I'm a big Floyd fan. Okay.
I am too. It's my favorite fucking fighter.
Yeah, he's one of mine. I just feel as if there would be a lot of delusional people.
Like I said, as a fan though, like I'm pretty sure. Let's be real. I'm pretty like you and I grew up with people that are fucking that were big Muhammad Ali fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think they wanted to keep seeing? I mean, we loved it. They love to see Ali live. You know what I'm saying? But then
But we saw Ali
got to
become
the
old.
got to the Larry Holmes of the days. Do we want to keep seeing our favorite fighter? Keep this. I'm not saying Floyd has taken no damage. Thank God. You know, he's taking no crazy. But at the same time, I'm be real with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm be real with all of y'all. For me, it's one of those things where like I like to see I like to see envision the way Floyd went out. He went out the game undefeated, pretty much like nobody could touch him. I don't want to see him come back and then he look like damn, fuck, shit, he ain't the same. I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't want to mess up my vision and the way I look at him in terms of you know, saying how he was when he was on top when he was running the boxing game when he was the face of boxing. I don't want to see him just come back come back and then he come back looking like whatever. Like I said, we had to witness that with guys like you know Aaron Pryor. Aaron
Yeah.
Pryor came, his only loss is when he came back after his prime and shit.
Let's talk. Let's talk the real.
Aaron Pryor could have been no. He could have went out. He could have went out undefeated. Shot to Cincinnati. Aaron Pryor though came back after he was messed up on drugs, whatever. But he came back and he took a loss. And then you know I don't want to. I'm not saying Floyd will lose, but I don't want to see Floyd look like he's you know saying falling a step behind.
What do you think? This would define what Floyd loves more, his O or his dough. And I think that's what you have to understand at that point.
I think it's both. I think the O is what generated the majority of the dough.
100%. But think about this. Let's think about Black America. Let's think about Black America real quick. The biggest boxing superstar in the last 10 years for Black America, not Canelo, not Bud, for Black America, is Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do you understand that? Hold on. Do you understand, Chappelle, how big it would be?
Floyd to us is like my
This is what I'm saying.
Floyd to us is like my Mexican brothers and sisters is like a Chavez Jr. Like when Chavez was out there undefeated and run through shit, yo, nobody wanted to see Chavez take that O. I mean, lose that O. That's how we look at Floyd. Like, yo, I don't want you, yo, don't keep coming back for yo. We keep that legacy intact in my mind. Like, yo,
but Floyd, as a businessman, knows.
You know what I'm saying? In the past, Floyd Mayweather, he went out on his own terms, undefeated. I want to keep that in my. I don't need to see Floyd. Listen, Manny been fighting though. Manny, listen,
he's been knocked out.
He fought man. Listen, Manny thought Manny won that fight against Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? Manny has been active. Floyd, I don't know. Listen, Floyd always say he stayed in the gym at the same time. He still got that hunger anymore. The reflex is still there. That's how he fucked with Roy Jones. Roy went up to a heavyweight, killed John Ruiz, came back down, crazy weight cut muscle, fucked him up. He ain't never been the same after the Ruiz fight. Let's be real.
100%. But remember, again,
listen, my mom is the biggest fucking Jones fan, and I never forget. She called me. She thought that Roy Jones lost that first fight with Tarver. And then we see what happened in the second fight. I don't need to see that with Floyd Mayweather.
Bro, I hear you, but that's what I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather to Black America is, and remember, and it's very real, you're naming guys that have never reached the heights of Floyd, right? Canelo has been the biggest fighter for the last probably 10 years in America. And I'm going to bring a point to you. This is crazy as well, right? And I was watching, what's this shit called? The Boxing Voice, right? And I didn't notice. I did not know that Canelo Alvarez actually came out, right, and said that he does not want to be on Floyd's pay-per-views anymore.
Yeah.
So think about it for a second. Canelo Alvarez is the reason he went to 2.5 million pay-per-view sales, right?
Yes.
He's also been the biggest star for the last 10 years, a non-American. Do you understand how that affects the American stars? And Floyd being that big, do you understand his comeback would be insane? Turkey Alice would pay him whatever he wanted to fight Bud Crawford. Whatever Floyd asked for, he's going to pay.
People forget that Floyd also came back from McGregor and did some numbers too, though, yeah.
Yes, because that was the UFC. Come on.
Floyd always needed, but let's be real. Let's be real. He always needed a dance partner, you know what I'm saying, to achieve that type of shit. But since then, who's achieved 2 million pay-per-view buys?
But this is what I'm saying.
Outside of the name of Floyd Mayweather.
But this is what I'm saying. Can you imagine right now? Unless the biggest fights for him would be a rematch with Canelo, but the biggest fight would be Bud Crawford because people are saying that Bud is the better fighter. If Floyd Mayweather came today, hold on. Hold on. If Floyd goes and beats Manny Pacquiao,
fight is pointless because if fucking Bud, they're going to see that he was way past his. That fight is fucking.
You're a realist. But you're a realist. Let's just say he goes and beats Manny. Manny didn't look great. He beats Manny in impressive fashion. And he comes out and says, you know what? I want $800 million to go fight Bud. You don't think that they're gonna come close to that?
Listen. If you give me $500 fucking million, I'm fighting fucking whoever.
If Canelo got damn near $500 million to pretty much fight Bud, let's be honest. Floyd Mayweather coming back to fight Bud Crawford would generate just in America, and people would actually believe that he would beat Bud Crawford.
Listen.
Bud would kill him in the ring right now.
You're right because
people would pay.
You're right because you have people, and it's not a knock, but you have people that were willing to buy and sit for Clarissa Shields versus Layla Ali. So people love that nostalgia. They love that nostalgia. I get that, bro. I get that, but at the same time, listen.
No disrespect to Layla or Clarissa. We're talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr.
That's how deep I'm going with it, though, bro.
Yeah.
And people are willing to sit there, the nostalgia even for Layla to come back at 40 or 48, 49, to come back and fight Clarissa who just hit 30. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, yo, for me as a hardcore, I don't see. Get your money. Don't get me wrong, but in terms of competition level, I don't.
Absolutely. But bro, think about it. Gervonta Davis is the biggest American fighter and the biggest fucking con artist when it comes to being a champion. We all know this. And how many people tune in to him over Shakur Stevenson, who's actually fighting the Valdezes? He fought you for the belt. But yet this man, who doesn't beat anybody, people tune in for. Crazy. Come on, let's be real, Jamal. Do they care?
The marketing.
Do they really care about legacy? It's a delusion, bro. Floyd Mayweather is God to a lot of these people.
I was just saying earlier with the sport of boxing, though, bro. Right now, it's a different, like, people are fighting outside their weight classes. No one trying to fight the best in their weight classes. Everybody trying to get the bag. I just pointed out in the beginning of the show, though. I get it.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, it would be crazy. I don't want to see the Manny fight, but I'm not gonna lie. If he came out and said, "I'm gonna be Bud," he's gonna get $500 million.
Listen, I'd rather see a Manny and Bud be. You know why? Because at least Manny has been active. He's been active.
Oh, hold on. My man's in the building. Inevitable D Block. What's up, brother? You on with me and Jamal? What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Inevitable D Block, D Town, D City, D-Ville, coming at you live from Dallas, Texas. Man, can you hear me, my brother?
Yeah, we hear you. What's up, brother?
Oh, yeah. Great show again. I can't wait for Keo to come through. We just reposted right now. Everybody, the people, everybody on X, let's go, baby. Let's see this. It's going to be a beautiful night tonight on the podcast, baby. But I'm going to say this. Floyd Money Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, too. My brother, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. I've been waiting for this moment. I knew it was going to come. And God damn it, I'm going to tell you like this. Herring, I'm going to tell you like this. Manny Pacquiao is about to get revenge. He's about to win for the Manny Pacquiao fans. He's about to do what we already knew he was supposed to do the first time. But God damn it, we let Floyd Mayweather off the hook. You already know that. His right shoulder was messed up. That's not an excuse. The doctor said it was the truth. So I'm going to tell you like this. If Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Money Mayweather fight again, my brother, I'm going to tell you right now. Manny Pacquiao is about to go in there. You thought what he did to Barrios was something simple? Believe me, the revenge factor, the hatred, knowing that he lost to the man that definitely said that he was better than him. He's definitely going to come with it. He's about to knock out Floyd Money Mayweather and let it stamp after that. After Manny Pacquiao knocks out Floyd Money Mayweather, my brother, GOAT status right there atop of Floyd. Let's go, baby. And for Tefimo Lopez, like I said, like I told y'all tonight, y'all getting that interview. Tell Tio, if y'all can, that D-Block says, I got confidence in him that he's about to knock the fuck out of Shakur Stevenson. Thank you for letting me call in, my brothers. Another great show. I'm going to sit back, relax, drink, and sip a little bit of wine, and enjoy the rest of the show. Remember, nothing but facts up in this motherfucker. It's inevitable. D Block, D Town, D City, D Ville, coming at you live from the greatest city of all time, Dallas, Texas.
Yo, you see, yo, bro,
I love you,
I
Bill.
love that guy. He's hilarious.
Man, we gotta get you in the panel one time on these shows.
Yeah, we have to
I
get him
love
on.
the energy, bro. Like we ain't always gotta agree and everything, but D Block is a real one. Like he's a real cool dude. He's a supporter. I love him. Like I said again, we can always agree to disagree, but at the same time, we show mutual respect. And shout out to D Block, man. D Block is my guy, man. But
yo, I'm not gonna. I can't agree. I don't think Manny beats him.
that's why. But that's
I'm not. I can't do it.
That's why me and you we tell like that, bro. Like we like even with the shot and even D Block. Like I didn't agree with the build up with how people thought the fight was gonna go out, but with Canelo and like I said, Canelo's one of my favorite fighters. Till the one of my, like I said, I love Canelo Alvarez, man. He's one of the best, but at the same time, I just we had different opinions, but it never got ugly. That's why I try to stress with boxing fans. We can all agree to disagree, but at the same time, it ain't never gotta get ugly. So you have your opinion, I have mine. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll be a man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But at the same time, like me and Norris was going back out there for yesterday for months.
Yeah.
But it was all love. And here we are now.
Speaking of ugly, before Tio gets on, Schofield Diaz is canceled. Another cancellation within 8 months of Schofield.
You know they try to call. Obviously, I ain't tell you. They try to call me there, bro. Since we talked, they try to call me up. They try to call me up as for Schofield for JoJo. I'm like, yo, I'm not like. Don't get me wrong, JoJo's my guy. JoJo, me, listen, people forget me and JoJo were 2012 teammates. I don't mind that fight because I'm a fighter at the end of the day.
But you fighting JoJo? They want it.
I don't mind no fight. You know me, bro. Like I said, I always be real with you. I don't care about nothing. Like at the same time, it's like I've been on and off. Like I was in camp, then I gotta go off of camp.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I'm saying I'm not gonna not waste my time. But the people that want to tune in to see, to see fight. That's just how I am. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to JoJo. I love you, bro. If there ever was, if it came down to it, where people want to see me and JoJo score or whatever, then that's not a thing. That's just how I am. But at the same time, it was like I wasn't gonna just be that guy to be doing the last minute fucking step ups and replacements and all that shit. And another thing, people y'all don't know, I ain't tell my brother Norris. This is him to him. I got a call even for fucking fighting Regis program at the 140 recently, like literally in the last 2 days, bro. The last getting like again, but at the same time, it's like I take the sport of boxing serious. And like I'm not stepping in just for a payday. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm going to do it, there's gotta be a purpose behind it, and there's gotta be something worth of value behind it. You know what I mean? Like money is all money ain't good money, but I'm just letting you know. Like I said, I got people hit me up about Regis. People hit me about the Schofield situation and fighting JoJo. Whatever, but saying like I said, I ain't never ducked nobody before. But at the same time, I'm not going to just get off the couch and be like, okay, I can just step in next week. Next week. And
they wanted it for next week. That's
like
crazy.
I'm saying, how close is that fight, bro? Like, I'm saying it's right around the corner. Like, I'm not about to just jump off the couch and be like, let me take this fight. Nah, if I was in camp though, consistently throughout, I was like, whatever. But like. I think like I said, I love my brother JoJo. It's my brother still. I think it'd have been a fun, for me, fun, entertaining. But I'm like, I'm not jumping the couch for nobody,
bro. What do you think is wrong with Schofield though? That's his second time in 8 months.
I heard it's like 3 fights. So I didn't know, but I think somebody brought up 1, and then a Shakur fight, and then this fight. There's like 3 fights that they're not having. But at the same time, and then they said his father is on record saying that if he feel like his son. Something that isn't right, he's gonna pull his son out. So did he pull him out because it was an injury, or did he not feel something was right? And then this is what I don't like. And Floyd Schofield Sr., me and Norris are trying to get you on the show, so Norris put this out there for him. And like, my thing is this: you went out there and said that basically you pulling out the fight was pretty much doing JoJo a solid, whatever. But like, if that's the case, why the fuck did y'all even agree to the fight to begin with? If you feel like you did JoJo a favor, but not going through with the fight. Wow, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like the fight would have been competitive, the fans don't want to see that. We want to see you in competitive in matchups. At the end of the day, a lot of people listen. I'll try to give y'all grace. A lot of people already felt that the fight wasn't even worth their time. But then when you come out and say things like we pretty much did JoJo a favor by not getting in the ring with him. We saved his career. What was the point of taking the fight anyway? If you're not willing to push yourself as a fighter, why take these fights that you feel or people feel that doesn't do anything for your career? That's all I had to say about that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Am I wrong though? Don't knock
No,
them.
you're right. You're right. It don't make sense. Like even bro. Remember the last time he ends up in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
And then they posted a video of him, and he shows his hand, and he has it looks like he has 3 mosquito bites on his hand, and I was just like, I don't know, like, and again, I just don't understand the situation. It's always something, you know what I mean? Why would he back out of the Jojo Diaz fight? I have no clue. What would be your best guess as to why?
Maybe
I'm lost.
I only guess maybe the criticism during the whole build. Maybe the criticism that nobody wanted to see to begin. Maybe because again, I thought he was supposed to fight Mutataya, and before Andy Cruz came back into the picture, but I thought that was the fight everybody was going for. You know what I'm saying? I've been cool with that. But it's not an next again. That's my brother JoJo. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You had a hell of a good performance against the program. But you know what I'm saying? People are looking at the now. You know what I'm saying? The now, what boxing's at. You can't come off even though it's crazy, people say he came off a Tevin Farmer win and my man JoJo beat Tev respectfully, but at the same time, people looking at it like it was a step backwards. I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's all about what you have done for me. Like I was told in boxing goes by, it's all about what you have done for me recently. What have you done for me lately? You know what I mean? You can have like that.
I think that's Tio right there. Tio, I just emailed you the link. I don't see you on the thing. I emailed you the link just now.
Yeah, let's get my man on.
Text him the link. See if he wants to come on directly that way. I emailed it to him, but I don't know if he got it. Okay. But yeah, I mean, the whole situation is absolutely crazy. To be honest with you, sorry guys, we're waiting for Tio to get on right now.
Link. I just sent it to him.
How you podcast from New York, Jamal? When I asked if you were going back there, you said, "Oh shit, I don't know about that one." I'm waiting for Tio to come on right now. Hold on, guys. We got the man of the hour coming on. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. But I'm glad my brother can't do.
No, he's a real one. He's a real one. Oh, hold on. The man of the hour is in the building. I gotta give this guy. This is my guy, so hold on. The takeover is here. The man, Tefimo Lopez. What's good, my brother? What's good?
What's good, bro? Good to see you, man. It's always good to see you.
First of all, thank you for coming on, bro. Really, real talk. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, Champ hit me up, told me about it. I was like, yeah, I'm down, man. I'm open on Monday, and we here.
Nah, I definitely appreciate it. Jamal, where the hell did you go?
Nah, make sure everybody. I'm here. I can hear you. I'm here. I'm working.
Tio, man, you got the internet right now on pins and needles. Everybody is waiting for the announcement. You flirted with putting it out there. You even came on our show like last week for a couple seconds, and you said Shakur's next. I mean, talk to us, man. What's going on? How close are we to actually making an announcement for this fight?
Yeah, man, I'm waiting to. I'm kind of annoyed. I ain't expected it to take this long.
Really?
I honestly want to fight already, but there were some underlinings that my team and I are just trying to clean out before we get this going all the way through. I don't even think they got paperwork set for Shakur yet, but so everybody's throwing it at me, but nothing's even done with Shakur yet. So I heard good news that this week should come to a close. So let's just see and wait. I'm just maintaining, staying in the gym, training. But I got to start camp very soon. January is around the corner.
Yeah, what time of January? What time frame in January we're looking at it? Early, mid?
That I'm not gonna like express. I'll just wait for for those guys doing everything to announce it. All I know is that we getting close to the wire. Gotta get my team, everybody here ready with me, and we just gotta start getting locked in.
The unfortunate part of the situation is because of what transpired with you and Devin and other fights that did not go through. A lot of people are going to put it on you. So you're coming out right now saying, "Yo, we're waiting on Shakur at this point."
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. It takes a while, but I don't see why not. Both fighters want to fight. Both fighters want this, and we want to put on a show. We want to let everybody know that we are trying to be the front runner for the new generation that's coming up. And I think that it's kind of the stars have aligned for me and Shakur to finally get in the ring and dump it out. Yeah.
We were talking about this, Jamel, right? I think a couple days ago, and I was like, what I love about, because first of all, you're one of my favorite fighters. Period. I have you on my pound for pound list.
He talk about you all the time,
bro. Love you, dog. Period. I love Shakur, and to me, it's one of those fights that's just like, man, it's gonna be tough to call. But I love the fact that you guys are fighting in your prime, as opposed to the fight being in your late 30s. And a lot of people avoid that, and a lot of people don't want to give you credit. You don't duck no smoke, bro. And I'm gonna give you credit because I believe that you're that guy. How important is it for you actually to fight him within both of your primes?
I think it's important for many reasons. I think the fact that Haney being caught up now with Brian Norman in a couple weeks, he's be fighting. And then everybody else is kind of having a locked-in date. Shakur's the only one that kind of wanted to sit out. I think it's really it's important because Crawford just beat Canelo Alvarez. And I think we all know in the boxing community, and I think now the people around the world are starting to notice that little bro for Crawford, Crawford's little bro is Shakur Stevenson. So I think that it gives me that extra boost of motivation in a sense of finding ways to dethrone that, and actually just put on another performance that when I'm really in it to win it, I go out there and give the fans and everybody else, including myself, a very glorious victory. So I think
can you elaborate more on the little bro statement you just made about Bud Shakur being his little bro, stuff like that? Like, what do you mean exactly by that?
By that, I mean, go ahead, champ.
No, I know exactly, man. Basically, he feels like pretty much Shakur's under the wing of Crawford, who's right now the man of boxing. And then you got the next, and basically in Terrence's eye, is next up. So a fight with the guy that everybody feels is next up in Tio's situation is a big deal. I said it the other day, matter of fact, to you, Norm. I said, listen, we just had Canelo Crawford. I think we need more fights like that, and Tio and Shakur is a fight for boxing as a whole. This is what keeps the sport of boxing alive. We don't want to see, nobody wants to see fights where it's an 80-20. We want to see fights where we're gonna get something good that could be the potential of a classic, and that's why so I respect Tio and Shakur for actually even sitting at the table to even discuss that type of matchup, because this is what this sport needs. People criticize, let's be real, with the Tank and Jake Paul situation, but when you have real fights like this, it keeps the sport of boxing alive and running well. And like I said again, if Tio and Shakur keep this trend that Canelo and Crawford did, you might go back to where we start seeing other top level fighters in their primes wanting to compete against each other. So I commend the both of you guys for that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, this is how we make boxing great again. I said it with I think Inside the Ring or something of that nature, new channel that they got going on. And I said, the old is coming out, the new is coming in. And it's time for fights like this to happen. The only issue is that it takes a little longer than I'm used to. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can say on the negative side of it. But as far as the positive of it is, when it's there, it's gonna happen. And when it's those type of fights and magnitudes of fights that people want to witness and see, it's gonna be there. I think that just this right here starts everything for me in all 2026. I really want it to be a busy year. I think this is the slowest year I've had throughout my career.
Yes, it has, bro. I want to see you back. I think the last one was Barbosa, last fight. Yeah. It's like everybody on that card is kind of like, well, except for Ryan, but kind of like having it coming back. We got You got, you know what I'm saying, everybody with the Manny fight. Matter of fact, speaking of the Manny fight, bro,
Yeah.
was that a possibility? Because we seen you put it out there. I was like, I know Tio like to throw things out there, but I know Shakur was always one of our probably. Was that Manny Pacquiao real? Like, was it a conversation?
Yeah, it was. It was in the conversations for sure. And something that definitely I think PBC and them were interested in. So I'm not mad at it at all. Like I said, I could go any platform, any network. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying. So, but we're right there. We're at the cusp of really doing our own thing, 100%. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just a great, successful 2026. I'm itching. I'm antsy a little bit. Wanting to get in there, show the world like excitement. For the sport of boxing. I think that a couple fights that are falling out right now kind of it hurts us in some way. So I think that we need guys like myself, Shakur, and others out there to make it fun again.
You mentioned being busy in 2026. We all want to see, of course, the Shakur fight at the top of the year. We've seen Richardson Hitchens call you out. We've seen you. You said you wanted to fight Bud. You said you wanted to fight Boots as well. What is your perfect 2026, or what is your list of your Kill Bill list in 2026?
At least fighting 3 times next year, 3, 4 times. Doesn't matter against who. First one could be Shakur, and then after that, wherever my ball takes me. That's it. That's really it. I think that Boots, he's far gone. He went to 54. I think that they hyped his debut at 54 too much. That's just my opinion. And yeah, it's slow right now for the sport. It is slow, but I think it'll get picked up once I'm starting again. Yeah.
Speaking of Rich, man, I seen y'all going back and forth at it. Was that a fight recently, whatever? What's that all about, man? Because I know y'all both, like I said, me and Norris, we all from New York, matter of fact. So we love to see New York champion. So how does that look? You know what I mean? Is that a possibility? Like, is that, what I'm saying? Or it's just talk. It's just talk from both sides.
It's a possibility. I think it's just the fact that Hitchens wants an X amount of money that promoters and networks are not willing to give to him just yet because he needs to build that fan base around him. So he needs to build that noise. I could bring the star power to it. To my sense, I'll try my best on press conference and all that to get people really engaged on it. However, I think that's the only thing. It's come to a business. It's not really come to I want to fight you. All right, let's fight. Let's dump it out. Let's see and show the world. It's more so of a business to everybody now, and it's not saying that it's not ever been that way because it has.
Yeah.
I think it's just it's chess, and there's certain pieces that they want to maneuver and push to the table and to each. I say to each piece on the table, and it's really gotten to the point where I'm just like here, like okay, well, wherever you give me, I'll take. I'm not getting my share from the second fight deal that we did, so I'll just take what I got to get. Let's keep it going. Eventually, it'll come back around full circle, as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, which is just keeping my head straight and knocking these dudes down one by one. But I do look forward to facing guys like Hitchens. I don't think he's that good, but I think that he showed a little bit of flaws with George Kambosos. I noticed it. Me and my father, we were there. No conditioning. He gases out. So, and that's just one of my assessments from that fight.
Yeah, and I respect Rich, but I think he kind of heavily emphasized on the fact that he got the win over Kambosos, and then we know what happened with your fight. But I would like to say this is boxing. We know for a fact styles make fights.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying like I think if he heavily respectfully if he heavily feels that he's better, he should he should really push for a fight against you after you handle the business whenever. But at the same time, but I get what you're saying because you and I both know it's a business first. So I know what you mean by in terms of like, they wanted to build his base around him because again, we know people know who you are. Regardless of what they may think about you, they know who you are. They're gonna tune in what you see. Like I said, shout out to Rich, but Rich just basically got on the scene as a world champion. So I get it in terms of what you mean in terms of him building his star power. But again, styles make fights, and I think, what I'm saying, it'll be a lot different of course, with you two in the ring, than what he thinks of how he fared against Kambosos to your fight. And we know what you've been through during the whole Kambosos situation, especially with your your health and everything. But it is what it is, bro. Like I said, people are gonna talk, but like I said again, until you get and prove it, to me it's all talk.
But look, check this out. All right, prime example. When me and my father, we was calling out Loma, my father being my coach, head trainer, we were calling out Loma for years. You know what I'm saying? And when it came to it, yeah, we should have got the 2.5, but we came out with the 1. But we still took undisputed. We still went for the guy that was cleaning out the whole lightweight division. We took the fight. We said, well, because we knew that let's make the fight happen, because if we don't get this opportunity now, we might not have this opportunity ever. And we was like, we're determined that we was gonna beat him. Feel me? So yeah, we took less from the pot, but we made it happen and we beat him. We did a big upset. So I feel like with these type of dudes that be talking about it, they want 2, 3, 3.5, even $5 million, because certain people are in the ballpark now. They're expecting that, but like, what have you done? And not only in that, I don't even want to really emphasize on what have they done. It's more so if you really believe that you could beat somebody, then just take what you can. You never seen money like whatever it is, right? But no matter what, you're still going home with some change in your pocket.
Yeah.
But then again, you beating somebody that you say you could beat.
And not just that, too, bro. You know, like I said, I'm pretty sure you took the less of the pot with the Lomachenko fight. But
I've been taking the less of the pot for fucking ever. Even with Barboza, forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just got to a point where I was like, bro, when is it? If I don't stand up for it, I don't think I ever will get my share like these other dudes. And I got to the point where I started standing up for myself. But yeah, that kind of causes conflict. You know what I mean? And it causes a lot of trouble on my end to where people want to put the blame on me. But you understand, like, for instance, I was just in San Antonio. They had a fight on Saturday. And some dude, heavyweights, but these guys are, trying. I'm commentating on the show. It's TMB Promotions in San Antonio, Texas. And I'm there. It's the main event. Dude gets knocked out. I mean, cold. But what happens? He hits his back of the head. And since it's heavyweights, the ropes weren't tight enough. He falls all the way to the back, almost off the ring, off the canvas. And he hits his head so hard on the metal steps. How we get up, busted, split his head open, blood everywhere. It looked like a crime scene. Dude getting pulled out in a stretcher, neck brace, and going to the hospital, getting stapled in his head and everything. But these are the things, and they probably took only $5,000, if anything, or $2,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Line though, yeah. No person won't be. It's like, yo, we put our lives at risk for entertainment value, but if we get it, this is like the truth. At the same time, us as fighters, we want to get paid. So I get you, bro.
But it got to a point where now I'm with a new management team, and same management team that is with Richardson Hitchens. People are like, well, then why can't this fight happen? You know what I mean? But they're watching from a fan point of view. They're not watching from behind the scenes and how it really maneuvers in this game. Mel has a lot of experience in this, right? And how it works, because it's happened to him and it's happened to many others past that. And then you think about it from every level of it. I just, do I wish things were different? Absolutely. Do I wish what these fighters and what we go on happens right away? Absolutely. But there's just people that have done this for quite a long time that they just they believe that they know what to do. They know how to maneuver. My past management team and stuff, I think everybody was in the huts, but this is just my assessment or opinion on it. Not defaming anyone. I just believe that I was getting discounted for these prices of fights.
So hold on. I want to elaborate on something I want you to elaborate on something you just said. You said that you were tired of taking the short. And I've heard you say in prior interviews, even years ago, that you weren't treated as fair as your peers. And a lot of people took those comments and, they ran with it. So you feel like you weren't getting paid just like the other people. Can you elaborate on that?
I think all I can elaborate is that when I see something going on and something wrong in the game, I approach to it as a leader should and talk about it to the people out there. You feel
Mm.
me? And I think because of that, yeah, I'm gonna get cut on the side.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's consequences to everything that we do. You feel me? And I mean, for instance, look what's happening right now in the NBA, the gambling and
Yeah.
all that you could think of, right? So I mean, at this point, money's talking so heavily that everybody's giving up somebody, and I think that it takes away from one thing and one true thing that matters the most is the sport. Boxing has given all of us something to talk about, but also has given us revenue, money, feed our family. And if we take that principle away, then what do we have? Nothing. And I think I still hold on to it. So when I come to that part of expressing and seeing how things are played out, um, you know, yeah, I'm gonna get the short end of the stick because you wasn't supposed to say this. You wasn't supposed to say that. You should have just stood in your place. And then it's like, but if I stay in my place, then I'm just like everybody else. I can't be that person.
I respect that. So,
Like look at these next generations, next fighters. I'm seeing a lot of amateurs. Sorry to cut you off, champ.
no, you good. You good. Go. Right. Good.
I'm seeing a lot of young fighters, a lot of young amateur fighters. And what shocks me is they're like, oh, I'm 17, but I'm gonna turn pro. Oh, I'm doing this, but I'm gonna turn pro. Oh, like girls and guys, or girls and boys, whatever, because they still young women, young men. Um, and I'm talking to them, and a lot of them are ready to turn pro. And I'm like, but what about the Olympics? What about this? Like, there's 60 countries that did a petition to bring back the Olympics, bring back boxing in the Olympic Games, and y'all don't want to take advantage of that, especially being in the U.S., being in L.A. Like it shocks me, and it's like because they want money, and I get the money, I get it, but you don't understand what kind of money this is.
They don't give you got to put in, but to get there though too, bro. They don't understand that. Hey, listen, everybody. It's only a small window for everybody for fighters out there, and everybody's not even Olympians. You know what I'm saying? Not getting to. So I can get why
Yourself.
games isn't the same as was, but at the same time, it's still that prestige, and I get what you're saying. But these kids, they see guys like you, Shakur, Tank, and everybody on TV and what y'all making, and they think that if they have just a good enough amateur resume, they can catapult closely to that. But you know as much as I do. Even like you just said, you had to sit back and look at others get what you felt you deserve. So I get it. It's not that easy as it looks.
No, and not only that, it's a lot harder to even get to it now.
Yeah.
You got. Let me now get to another part of something else. Musicians. They don't even get the biggest cuts like they can anymore. They gotta sell their catalogs, and their catalogs are already sold before they even get to something.
Yeah.
They're not even getting like now. Everybody that's going into any kind of industry, bro. I'm sorry to say this. That's why I got this fucking war hat on right now. Fuck it, we're going to the war, man. Then so it be. Now we're just really we're not even puppets no more. That's the crazy part. We're like enslaved to something far greater than what we know. That's how I look at it. But from everybody, you either do the right contracts where you sign no perpetuity, and then nobody gonna want to work with you because now they understand you on the head. There's a lot of stuff that's happening that at least I've been watching from my standpoint because I've been having much time. I have a little bit more time. I've been making my rounds. I've been making my ends. Don't get me wrong. Keeping myself and guys like yourself let me express myself to this, right? Kind of drop some knowledge. People want to see me fight. People want to see a lot of people fight. Absolutely, right? For sure. I want to see myself fight already. It's already been 23 weeks and a half, 23 and a half weeks. I haven't fought. And I have so much brewing on me and in me. But going back to all this stuff, man, like you guys, anyone that wants to come into this game, you really have to take your time. It's not about the money right up in the front. I was making, it's not. It's about making the right judgment calls on what you're aiming towards.
Mhm.
If you don't have a plan on where you're going and where you're aiming towards in any part, in any of these games, you're going to be treated just like everybody else. Enslaved. Truth of it be. You're going to be working for everybody else and they're going to collect your money and you're going to be going back to your family, to your wife and kids or to anyone of that nature, and you're gonna be beaten up from it all and have only crumbs in your pocket. And it sucks, but it's only for those that really want to do this. It's not gonna be easy, but nothing comes easy when you're trying to do it the right way. I think I was in shock though. These amateur fighters not wanting to be an Olympic champion. That's crazy. My dream as an amateur was to be an Olympian gold medalist. Jamel's, I'm sure, fucking 2012.
You know, when you think you get to that point, sky's the limit going to the pro game. Let's be real. That's the ticket. But like you said, now it's so different. Like what I've been seeing from just the pro level, it's like they're the whole build and a prospect level isn't as what it was when you came to the game. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like they want you fight 50-50 fights, and you gotta, so you gotta basically earn your keep. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm seeing now from boxing.
Yep. You do. You know what I'm saying? And now I gotta be nice with certain people that I feel like have done wrong to the game, that are manipulating things, and I gotta do what I can. Although I could get less and fight more, but still be in that. There's ways around it. Do you go for one big to get the biggest thing, or do you go for a couple to get up there? But when you're already there, your idea of it is like, well, I'll just take the one to get up there rather than do it consistently on my end, right? Because CTE is a real thing for any athlete. CTE is a real thing. And I've been like studying on it, and it's like there's no cure. And so they say. And it's messed up as it is, but it's like, how do I work on that muscle? Is my brain, just like how we train, right? We train, our body's already adapted to that training. Mel being a former Marine, correct? His body's already accustomed to war and to all that, right? So his body's already like, oh, I already know what we're doing. This is 1, 2, 3. This is ABCs type of stuff. But it comes to the mind. Have you trained the mind? Have you worked on the mind? Have you read books or any other educational thing that's going to keep heightening those senses into your brain cells to rejuvenate, to make sure the CTE damages don't come too early? And this is something that I've been working on now every day. Whether people believe it or not, I'm on it. So, because it's a real scary thing. You see guys like Antonio Brown, and I see other fighters, not just outside of football, but I see fighters and they're like, oh, I got CTE. Like it's a fucking something to like be proud of. Fuck that. Excuse my language, but fuck that.
Ain't cool, man. A little about that shit. It's a scary thing, bro. Scary.
You know, it's scary. Like me, I let go of smoking, drinking, and doing any other part of thing that was taken away from myself. All this year and moving forward, I've turned all around.
I respect.
Turned everything around. You know.
I was gonna chime in too, but I can see the maturity. You know what I'm saying? And you know me, bro. Like I said, I've known you since 2017. Now, when we met at the Garden on the Lomachenko Linares card, when we met, respectfully. But like I can see the difference in you from then to now, and I'm happy to see the growth. So I get it, bro. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Keep setting that tone, bro. Keep, you know what I'm saying, bigging up the generation now under you. You know what I'm saying? To want to be smarter, not only in the ring and outside the ring, and just be a better person, bro.
There's so many things to it, but thank you, champ. I had to learn from men like yourself. You guys all have paved the way. You guys all aim for the same things we've aimed for. You know what I mean? Like I think some people have too much ego in this game that they don't really acknowledge men like Jamel. Jamel Herring is that guy. Yeah, I mean, he's really paved a lot of ways, and from going from serving for the state, for the country, to becoming world champion for the country, right? And for doing all these extra things and promoting and motivating everyone else that they too can do it, should have his flowers. You know what I mean?
Thank
you. Appreciate it.
A lot of shit though, man. It's crazy. I see some guy, Fernando. What is it? Ruas?
I don't know what the hell that guy said.
They collect your booty. Yeah. Thankfully, mine ain't been collected. So
Well, I'll tell you, I got a question because you got me in trouble with my family, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Right? I told you most of the time. So I'm Puerto Rican, right?
yeah,
I'm a big fan of you. My father and grandfather heard your comments about Puerto Rican fighters, and they want you to fight Sabril Matias. And you know, bro, they can't stand the fact that I'm a big fan of you.
yeah.
Are we? Is it? Can you elaborate on that whole situation? And is it a possibility that you will fight Sabril Matias?
I don't see why not. But people already intercepted it.
What do you
People,
mean? They intercepted it.
I mean, now you got Dalton Smith, who I just heard of. Not taking away from the guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's a hell of a fighter. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's got what he's already represented in his record as a professional. But now Sabrina Matias is fighting Dalton Smith to defend his WBC super lightweight world title. That wasn't out of my. That was already planned.
Yeah. No, that was planned. That was planned though. After his last victory, that was planned.
That was planned. Honestly, that thing was planned beforehand.
That's what I'm saying. We seen. Well, let's put it out. We see what Turkey Alex Sheik said to my man after he won. He said, "No, you're going to." That was already planned. So I don't understand why people want no respect to Norbs and his fam. Shout to Pops, and you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, you got me in trouble, Tio.
but respectfully to you, I've seen you confronted Matias on a fight anyway. So it's not like you was ever straying away from this. I've seen you. You know what I'm saying? Reach out and say your words to him about fighting him. So
He got mad. No, let me tell you about that video and stuff. Let me tell you about that video. All right.
Please.
All right. I was talking to the fans, literally in the back, people that are sitting not on the floor, people that are out there. You know what I mean? People that really support the sport, and that's who I am. I mean, Jamal has seen me many times in the events, and I'm out there and conversating, talking to people. No security, frankly, and Sabriel comes up out of nowhere. I turn around and see this dude. And he looks already cacheton. He looks fat. He looks already big. I'm like, dang. I'm like, bro, you look fat already. He just fought like a few days ago, if not a week. I'm like, damn, you're already looking fat. And I was like, shit. And he's like, well, when are we going to fight? I said, bro, I'm down to fight you. You got a belt now. We can make this happen. But you're already caught up with Turk Al-Sheikh, His Excellency. And they already got you lined up for Dawson Smith. I was like, now you're just coming up here. And I'm talking to him in Spanish or in Spanglish, a little bit of English and Spanish. And I'm telling him these things. I'm like, yo, but you already got your things. You just coming up here. I see cameras right behind him. I'm like, you just coming here to get something out of it. I'm like, but that ain't going to happen here. And then I said, that's why, tú estás ahí, mamabicho, en Turkey, ahí haciendo las cosas, pero tú eres campeón ahora y no quieres hacer la pelea cuando tú tienes derecho a hacerlo. Basically saying like, yo, you world champion, and I'm not going to repeat that last part because I'm still in ties. But you world champion, you could call out the shots, right? If they put the same thing on me, same principle applies to everybody else as world champion.
Right.
So they say, right? All right, so he got upset, tried to hit my whole head. He tapped my hat, and then that was it. But yo, tell me how one thing though. He didn't get to see Pacquiao fight Mario Barrios after that. They kicked him out. MGM kicked him out because I'm the champ. I'm the champ of the people, B. They asked me, yo, champ, I'm sorry about that. Do you want him to get kicked out? I said, yeah, fuck him, man. Get him out of here.
Damn, you got him kicked out. It was hilarious. Damn, for real, that's crazy.
But you ain't talking about that part, right? These dudes ain't gonna talk about that part.
I ain't know that.
I didn't even know that
part. I'm glad you elaborated. I ain't know about that shit.
No, because I'm as humble as we need to be, and as humility as it comes with this. I mean, at the same time, people gotta respect. You gotta respect everybody. That's why I didn't swing at him. I know my position. I know my part. I know where I place in this game because I still love it. I still respect it. So by God's will, it will be done. Everybody else gotta go and do what they part. So any other fighters out there in my weight division, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Cause I'm not gonna come at you swinging and do none of that. I'm gonna let God do the work. And he did that night. Him and his manager and all them others took them out. And he just won the WBC world title. So, and imagine that's the money belt.
Yeah.
Tefimo, money belt? That ain't even me, B. It ain't even me.
got kicked out. It's crazy.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Norm, there go your answer right there, oh, bro.
Nah, and then my pops, my grandfather's pissed. I'm like, yo,
I love Puerto Ricans. Mira, I'm just saying, like the Puerto Ricans, other than Oscar Calazo, I think Oscarito is the best, bro. Dude is amazing. Best Puerto Rican fighter right now in this era. I guess I never elaborated it because I was just so focused on like Sabrio being this guy and everybody talking about him.
Right.
Puerto Ricans have a phenomenal track record of great, excellent fighters. What I should have said in that past interview was that Puerto Rican fighters of this era are just not it.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I get criticized for saying that all the time.
But
it's hard to live up to the Titos and the Cotos of the world, so I can respect it.
You know what I mean? But it goes further on. Rafael Benitez and so many others out there that have, bro, like you got Calderon, you got so many great Puerto Rican champions. And I'm representing the WBO, which is founded in Puerto Rico. Like I am proud to represent that belt. So I didn't mean any harm by saying that. I just meant it in a way of like, from all those of the Puerto Ricans, what we're seeing now is not as how it was then.
No, I mean, that makes perfect sense because I get critiqued all the time. I say it all the time. I speak on, people caring about Xander Zayas. I say the same thing.
I like Xander Zayas. I seen him. We were in the same gym together when he was just coming out of Puerto Rico. Him and his father, Orlando. Well, I think it's his stepfather.
Yeah.
They came to Davy Powell in South Florida. I think he was 11 or 12 years old. Kid did not know one word of English. Only knew Spanish. He came, did the sacrifice, made his way all the way to become world champion today.
Yeah.
But I'm getting shit for this, and they may get upset with me. But if, like they say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
You can't say that and not say it, Tio.
I know he's going to try to get it out.
You got me sitting here waiting for it. What were you about to say?
I don't know, man. I get in trouble for just being real. It's crazy. You get in trouble for being real. You know that?
Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro. I feel like there is a lot of being that you're a great outspoken Latino champion. I feel like people attack you a lot more, and that's just me being honest. I've always felt that bias in that regard, and you tend to be the target of a lot of people's BS and stuff like that, which it's whack. But
until somebody proves me wrong in this game, Jamel, look, if he really wants to, he could come right back. If he really wants to, because now his body's fully rested. Feel me? All he got to do is train for 3 months, not too excessively hard, and then ask for a fight, and then do like 6 weeks of that camp, and he'll be back to normal.
That I know, like I said, man, I just sit back and enjoy it because you see, I don't put on a ton of weight, like you mentioned. I don't put on the 30 pounds plus, but again, it's just that I feel like we talked to earlier, boxing just in a weird state right now. Like everybody just all over the place, and it's like it's not really concrete as it was maybe like 3, 4, 5 years ago right now. You know what I mean? So like that's why I commend, like I said, when you first came on, I commend you and Shakur for trying to at least make those matchups that people want to see instead of just everybody trying to get as much money as they can now. I mean, yesterday we don't know, business is first, so get your bag. But I always felt that like the money is always gonna be in the win. So like for you, for instance, you beat Lomachenko, sky's the limit. Like I said, I remember watching that fight detail from detail. I was in Colorado Springs for a training camp when you fought Lomachenko. I watched that fight from bell to bell. So I remember every moment. Like I was like, oh damn, motherfucker Tio came out off the rip, like just pressing.
Mm-hmm.
I seen the hunger. You know what I mean? So it's like again, and then from there, no one could deny that you was that guy in the division. So like again, I try to tell young fighters, you may not always hear what you want now or get what you want, but if you keep building and keep putting it out there that you are that guy, it's going to come.
I'm gonna look this up right now because this goes to everything. When I beat Vasily Lomachenko, it was done. It was written before it all. My faith, as long as I believed in it, it was gonna happen, and it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else out there, even the betting odds, was not in my favor.
Right.
Right. It is not my fault that you didn't know who I am. That I am. It's not my fault. I did my part. I just believed in that I am, and I am possible to do it. That was it. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry
You
for
know,
not losing.
bro, nothing to be sorry about. You bet on yourself. It's only you bet on yourself. You nothing to be
When it
sorry.
came, so when it happens now, I know they told me, but they're gonna get their money regardless, bro. And they're gonna get their money regardless. And I think that's all that matters. There's nothing that really like boxing needs guys like me.
Absolutely.
Can we agree? I think
Yeah,
like in the
absolutely.
ring and all those type of things. I think we, not just to. I'm not being boastful here. I think that it's just in reality, boxing still needs guys like me because we're still trying to hold on tight for what it represents. Heart of a champion. You gotta have a heart of a champion. I don't
Speaking
know.
speaking of being a champion, people are asking in the chat. Shout out to Four Corners Boxing. Are you interested in the winner of the Devin Haney Brian Norman fight, or are you interested in maybe unifying, or and if that important to you at this point?
Hold on, wait. Let me see if I'm telling. Fixer Billy Keenan has sued a fight promotion. Okay. There was a thing about, and I don't know, they've been mad quiet ever since about it. So maybe they might have settled. But Billy Keenan was suing Top Rank
Okay.
for millions, really, for stiffed fixer millions in pay. Basically, Top Rank and the president of Top Rank, who is Todd DeBuff, and a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. In 2021, emails indicated that DeBuff was attempting to affect a purse featuring top-ranked fighter Teofimo Lopez by stifling other competing bids, according to the suit. After this became public and Top Rank lost the bid to promote Lopez for a fight, DeBuff instructed Keenan to tell ESPN executives that the situation wasn't DeBuff's fault. 2021, I'm fighting Cambosis.
Okay.
Cambosis. 2020, at the end of 2020, I fought Vasily Lomachenko, beat him, became undisputed. ESPN put it winner takes all, right? So when I see these people post up that it's unified, this and that, it's false advertisement, it's false allegations, it's false narratives. I could actually, I could sue ESPN and for all those other out there, Wikipedia and everything like that, but I don't got time for that. I don't got time for the court fees. I don't got time for them putting me on hold while I'm doing that and losing more money than gaining the money that back from the defamations that they've caused. And there's other words to it, to my pedigree, to what I've done. Right. All right. But with all this being told, Keenan claims DeBuff wanted him to go to the extreme lengths to try to get Lopez to stop sniping at him in public. Right? So basically, they wanted me to shut up. They wanted me shush. And I'm just reading an article here.
I'm going to ask you, bro. Like, it's like I said, I've been with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? What is your relationship with the company right now, bro?
Cordial.
Okay, cool. That's all right.
I know. Keep it right. Keep it cordial. I see what you mean. Keep it cordial.
Yeah, no. I know, like I said, I don't be knowing what the, like I know you out here making moves respectfully doing your thing, but I don't like you said, if you cordial with them, so obviously you still working with them, shout out Top Rank and everything. But like I know y'all have had y'all ups and downs, but like so
No,
hopefully
it's not about that. It's about. I get what you mean, champ.
Yeah,
I do, man. I do. I get what you mean, man. I just it's a little bit of like. It does something to a fighter when he's known and he's claimed it all. I got him in my home. I see all sanctioning belts in my home. Feel me? I've claimed that. I've done that. But it's because of the fact that I wasn't supposed to have that. Sides that have done boxing for so long have found ways to make it a business and move from it. So then who gets the upper hand after that, right? Cambosis, right? Split decision. And where? In New York City, Madison Square Garden, right? And then where? What happens? Who gets to fight right after that? because nobody else wanted Teofimo when he beat Vasily Lomachenko. But who was calling out Kambosos after the upset? Everybody. Everybody saw that as chopped liver because they knew something was wrong with Teo, but we don't care about Teo no more. He out. Yeah, right. All right. I just got look. I'm gonna say this because I know I'm gonna do my shit against Shakur. All right, I'm gonna do my thing, and when it comes to it, I love the game. I love boxing, and I love those that test my faith, and I appreciate it. Going to it though, it is rigged. It is messed up. It is not part of. It is not part of honor. It is a cheat system and a cheating game. And as long as you keep your faith on everything, you will succeed and beat these guys. As long as you always put God first. I look at it like that. So I know I'm going to have a lot of troubles. I'm going to have a lot of hard times, especially coming up right now. I've been training myself for this.
Bro, like I said, man, keep your head up, stay strong.
Yeah, this is what makes you a real fighter in the world.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. Like again, you know, me and Noah appreciate you coming on, man. Do you have any last closing statements with this whole fight? Hopefully, let's say with the Shakur fight. Any closing statements for Shakur before we let you?
Look, I like Top Rank, but they don't have any networks right now, so to speak. Right? Have you guys done any research on who they have next for Top Rank? Anyone that wants to?
But I think everybody we all see on the internet, so there's nothing concrete, but whatever, man.
I mean, I've heard rumors of them.
Rumors?
The last rumor I heard with Top Rank was they had something with I think the Zone or Matchroom or something like they were gonna partner up to.
I thought it was on again like the Paramount. I don't know. It's always some shit out there, bro.
Okay, I was right here. Al the Pal. He's saying they're going to Roku or Tubi. They posted it today.
I'm saying
that's definitely a joke. There's no way.
Tubi.
There's no way.
That's definitely a joke.
I would have done, man. No, to be real though, like I'm not even mad. That would be ideal. Even Pluto TV. Sometimes you get these smaller network deals, streaming deals, platforms. Wait till I'm gonna show y'all game. Wait till I'm a free agent. Just wait. Seriously, and I'm gonna help these young fighters coming in. Trust me, best believe that. I mean that with everything. Shakur had the greatest. He had the greatest fucking idea. Like he had the greatest opportunity to do it. Yeah, and I think that's up to the team. They had something planned for him differently. But man,
what do you mean? What if you can elaborate on that?
For me to find out, and for everyone else to see and wait to see what I'm gonna do next. That's the only thing. When you're a free agent, ain't nothing to be proud of being a free agent. You gotta know how to maneuver as a free agent. You gotta know where your position is as a free agent.
You call your shots, bro. You do it right. You call your shots at the end of the day. But it's a lot of work. I get that. It's a lot of work. You do.
Yeah, but what is our job? What is our job? I'm gonna tell you right now. The reason why they're saying I think it's after this fight, after the Champions of the Nights happening in Saudi Arabia, I think that's when they're gonna have free streaming platform for fights, right? So all you gotta do is have that streaming platform, and you can watch anybody and everybody for free, right? Okay, so they say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you know why, right? All right, let's think of it like this. What is the reason why they're making it free?
You're talking about like Netflix stuff like that?
What is the reason? What is their idea plan for it being free? Can someone tell me? Because UFC is still doing pay-per-view on the side with ESPN and ESPN Plus, but who? What is the reason why boxing is falling into the pits of it being a free televised?
We're not getting, in my opinion, the motherfucking fights that we want to see. That's why I said like you and Shakur is good for saving the sport of boxing in terms of the eyes of the viewer. You putting on fucking $100 pay-per-view fights or fights that's one-sided or shit that we didn't ask for. This was killing the sport.
What about you?
I'm lost. I know the game is different because of the digital imprint, and that's how a lot of these streaming services make the money. But you tell us.
All right, I saw back then when Jake Paul was coming in, he came in with Triller, right?
Mhm.
I think, and he fought Nate Robinson. I forgot how many, two-time back-to-back slam dunk NBA champion.
Yeah.
Um, Nate Robinson has done that, played for the Knicks, done a hell of a job with the Knicks.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, getting to it, then he goes and crosses over, does these other platforms. But then I noticed something. We still had Showtime at the time. HBO, I think we had just lost them, give or take. And then Showtime. Showtime was our last tower of the Twin Towers for the sport.
Yeah.
Showtime comes in, and I noticed one thing. When I noticed that they had Jake Paul as the main event, when I saw that they had Jake Paul as the main event from Showtime, I knew one thing and one thing only. Showtime is on their way out. I knew it. I caught it. There's a video and I caught it. And the reason why is they needed views. The lack of viewerships from other fighters that they've displayed on Showtime that they were doing pay-per-views with, the numbers didn't meet. The numbers didn't meet to what they were looking for. They have a cap level. Everybody has a cap level of what they should be seeing tonight, right?
Mm.
Even if they break even, it's a win for them. So Showtime, I knew it when they started promoting Jake Paul. Jake Paul could bring the views. We see it right now with Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's a patternized game. All right, you see with Netflix, they just did they doubled, if not almost quadrupled, on Canelo and Crawford.
Mhm.
Okay, what was it? How many? Or no, they probably just doubled. I think. What was it? How many views did they
Like
do with
49 million or something like that. I think they're like the third most now.
Crawford and Canelo, right?
Yeah.
Or Canelo Crawford. Still got to respect the fact that it was Canelo Crawford.
Right.
Okay. So when you see all these things, Showtime. Sorry to go back and forth on it. Showtime ends up leaving boxing. They announced their release. They're not no longer doing boxing, and it took a hit for all of us. Right now, where do we go? Where do we lie? But it's because of the viewerships. Viewerships matter more than anything. Pay per view was making a killing sell, and I think Floyd knew that. Floyd knew how to get that going. He knew that. He was a smart businessman on how to get the views, be the heel of the game, and he did that. Right? It didn't matter who he was fighting. Feel me? And he still hit most pay per views that we've seen. Then we get the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul going into Netflix. Netflix finally does a boxing event. Same kind of pattern with Jake Paul. Now we get Jake Paul versus Javante Tank Davis. Well, in a couple weeks, in like 2 weeks. Okay, I'm trying to let y'all know there's a thing. There's a thing here. There's viewerships, and don't be surprised. And I'll say this now: don't be surprised when Jake Paul and Tank possibly do more numbers or bigger numbers than Canelo and Crawford. And don't be surprised if they put those two slabs on the fucking, excuse my language, but on there to compare who's the bigger star and what is generating more and who's quote unquote the face of boxing.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. I'm not a fan. I hear you. I respect what you're saying, but it is what it is. I'm just old school with it. But again, man, no, that's a good assessment. But any closing? Shut
Uh,
up, punch.
Shout out to the Tri-State area champs. Everyone's
I think. Look, I've tried my best to. I thought by showing the people, like just from fighting, that it would like give them an idea, realistic of what's happening. But I think I just need to do my last part once I'm a free agent, and then I think everybody will kind of understand because in this world, it's not of gods. But in this world, I think that it's just all about people wanting to see, just want to see who has the most money in this world. You know what I'm saying? So um, I think that my part before I leave Earth is just all about just at least giving some education to these young fighters. A lot of people see me a little bit off. That's fine with me because when I fight, it speaks volumes. But I just see it from what I see it of. I see it how I see it. A lot of these things are the pay per view and all that, the things that are being released, the things that are being taken out of. It's not to derail us. I think it's for everyone to see boxing a little bit more. You can't get that if people are trying to pay for it, especially if they're not getting quality fights.
Right.
Um, they're not getting quality fights. I think viewerships is where they get their money at and where they're going to get their money from. But you need to get that included in your contracts. You need that. If you're not going to make your money in pennies or dollars off of every share of view that you get anymore. So now there's another way that you have to think about how you put your contracts in order. Like for me, I'm gonna read my contract with Shakur or whoever that be, and I'm gonna make sure that everything else is clean slate beforehand. And you know, I do want to say I am a co-owner of Undisputed. You know, and I have good position in that. I'm working my ends. I think that my mouth does get me in trouble, but you know, I'm still young, 28, still trying to build. But yeah, man, I go fight just man and talk less. Talk less. For what though? Um, I don't know, man. I think of it for a lot of reasons, man. If you see something bad, right, in the game, and if let's say you pass and you never said something about it, you're just gonna live off that regret that damn I should have said something before I went.
I hear you. No, I hear you, bro. That's a good way of looking at it. But with that being said,
Yeah.
any last closing statements you want to leave with the that tuning in tonight, bro?
All right. All I say is this: bet against me. Continue to bet against me. It'll help my son in the near future. So just keep betting against me. Whoever I face, even if I face Chucky or the Leprechaun, just bet against me. Bet against me every time. Nevertheless, bet against me. Hate on me. Stay on it. I know that you guys all love me and respect me, but just stay on that, please, 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 pretty please, with icing on the top. Yeah, that's it. You know, this Teofimo, the takeover for real takeover. Lopez, really thank you guys from the 10-8 podcast.
Thanks,
Thank you, brother.
bro. Like I said again, hopefully we'll get you back on it later on in the future. But thank you for coming on, bro. I love that from you, man. Father and everybody.
But please, man, especially with Shakur, y'all all put money on Shakur, please, please. I'm serious, just please, man.
Ready for the man himself. Shout
Yeah.
out to Tefimo Lopez.
Please go for Shakur.
New York to the fullest.
Go for Shakur. That's it, man. Go for Shakur. Vote for Shakur. Aim for Shakur. I want all the networks out there. Go for Shakur. You guys seen Teofimo, but you haven't seen Slick Boxer Gordo. There's people that I have in my team that is all coming full circle for a reason. So I'm grateful for it. I haven't seen nothing yet. Just I guess we could say I'm stepping into my prime. Yeah, man. And my son, Teofimo Liam Lopez. Right here, man. I got his check. I got his envelope. Make sure y'all put yours in here in donation for my son's name. All right, please do so. This is the next one right here. He is the 5th, by the way. And this right here, no pressure on my son. And for any network or anybody that wants to do any deal with me, I would make an assessment of this. I'll take equity and I put it under my son's name. And when he's 18, he's 4 right now. So when he's 18, 19, he'll take that income. Not me. All right. So for anyone out there, new era, babe, all y'all, I don't want a money deal. I don't want cash. I'll take a little bit of cash, obviously, but most of it will be equity. Anything that I'm sold on, anything that I do will be under my son's name. All right. Teofimo Liam Lopez, he's 4 right now. And when he's like 19, I'll give y'all 15 years. All right. 15, 5 plus 1, 6. I'll give you the 6. All right. So 15 years. After those 15 years, he gets all that money and everything that y'all sell it for. You sell the company, obviously, that still goes into his trust. I do have XRP already for him and stuff. I'm probably gonna take it out because that's gonna be a flop in a bit. But other than that, yeah, man, I'm really like that. I'm grateful for it. Just want to help and see the sport better. Thank you, champ.
Thank you.
Thank you para todos mis boricuas. Ya tú sabes, man, Teofimo. Para mis latinos, mira, yo tengo tanto apoyo y tengo tanto fuerza y esperanza para hacer las cosas bien. Yo sé que la gente quiere decir que yo soy loco y todo esto, pero no es verdad. Ellos son locos porque ellos creen en alguien peor. Y con eso es no mi problema. Más que eso, yo soy como dicen en Honduras, el gringo catracho, pero más de eso, el número uno de los latinos. Afuera es Canelo, ahora entre Tefimo Lopez. Muchas gracias para toda mi gente siempre. Te amo, te quiero, te adoro. Sigue adelante siempre y si tienes un sueño, sígalo, porque es real. Tú puedes ponerlo a real. You can turn that to real dreams, man. So stay well, guys.
All right.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you, brother.
Take care of my brother.
All these other fighters are fucking sorry, yo. They trash. They fucking trash. All these fighters are trash. Listen, one last thing. So all the fighters, man, like get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. If they call you a clown and all this extra stuff, it don't matter. It don't matter. This is a freaking entertainment. You know what's a clown right now? That Tank Jake Paul shit is a clown. All right, it's a clown. And when they succeed on they look, oh wait, hold up. Last thing, I'm so sorry, man.
Now you good?
I am. I'm always on a lot of shit. Be frank with y'all. I really be on that. All right, look at this. All right, how much I want to bet? I might even pull up to this event. I might pull up to this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This shit right now. Look at this shit. That shit's right now. Right now, man. If you go to Ticketmaster.com,
that shit is empty.
Make sure to support MVP Promotions presented by Jake versus Tank at the Kaseya Center in Miami, November 14th. I'm here to promote them. They definitely need help in the promotion, so please go out your way and support them. Buy tickets now. And you know what? I might even cop me some tickets here and give away and do my best to support the game. And nevertheless, man, look at this right here. You know, if we could really switch to the map, we could really go in there.
Oh shit!
Right, we go in there.
There's a lot of seats there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
For the face of boxing, Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis, lightweight supremacy versus the Great White Hope. Oh, look, and then we got ringside. All right, ringside's getting better, though. You feel me? Like, I might cop me some right here. You know, y'all let me know. I really want the best for the game, for the sport. November 14th, Shakur is going to be sparring Jake Paul. Don't miss that. It's a great turnaround, great way to look at this because, you know, hey, if you got Shakur as your sparring partner, you know, you got all the ways to beat, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis. And you know what? We need more people to support this. So, yeah, tune in November 14th, Friday in Miami. I mean, Miami, come on now. A lot of bad bitches, a lot of BBLs out there. So, all right, so make sure to support.
great shit, dog. Oh, that's hilarious.
I appreciate you, bro, man.
Look, and honestly, good seating for. Oh, okay. I can see why though. Why are they charging that much? $485. You're not even getting the whole view, bro. Like, nah, fool. That's where they should have not took our pay-per-views. They should have just took it off the seating.
Oh my god.
People need to watch boxing more live, yo. I heard a fact that Jack Dempsey in 1921, he faced a fighter, I think in New Jersey, and guess how much he got paid for? And it was 80,000 fans. Guess how much? In 1921. It
was $1 million.
$1 million is crazy.
Really? $1 million, once you had 28, it was set off. It was good.
That's crazy. For 1920, it's insane.
Yeah.
All right, now we put, how much was 19? All right. How much was $1 million?
Yo, so you fucking crazy, dog. I love you, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, $1 million in 1921 is equivalent in purchasing power. And I'm using Google, by the way. Shout out to Google. All right, bet. And then purchasing power to about $18 million. $18.1 million today. And you telling me that my 8 or 11 or whatever you want to throw at me is a.
Get that money.
Yo,
Get that money, Tio.
hey,
This shit is crazy. I fucks with Tio. Fuck that shit.
yo, we had a great show, man.
Oh shit.
I
Yo,
appreciate the chat, man. I appreciate the chat, man. But like you say, man, I had to get my guy.
I'm not gonna lie. That Jake Paul comment is about to go viral.
Watch it. I'm going to reach out to my bro Shakur, get him on next. But I know Norb's we got guests lined up. You know.
Yes, Wednesday we have David Benavidez. Jose Benavidez Senior, and that's Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. I had to switch the time because they're in Dubai, and the next Monday confirmed Richardson Hitchens on Monday at 10 o'clock.
By Friday, I'm gonna hit him up. But close it out, Norbs. You got it. We gotta close it out, bro. I'm
not gonna lie. He gave me a lot of shit, and I'm gonna tell you right now, real quick. I'm gonna close it out, but that Jake Paul comment is about to go viral. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was wild. That was crazy.
I'm out.
Jamel, it's the Today Podcast, the best podcast out there. We told you we going to deliver T.O.
Deliver. We got them all. We deliver.
Oh my God, man!
There's a free platform for anybody to come in and speak their minds. I'm not here to judge, but shout out to my man Tefimo Lopez. Shakur, I gotta get you on the show, bro. Man, much love and respect. Hopefully, I get this fight done and put together for the sport of boxing and the fans.
Yeah, he said he's fighting Shakur. You could rewind it to the beginning of the show.
Man, Jake Paul, get to your shout out for the free promo.
I'm sorry. I love.
I'm done for the night, man.
I'm gonna call you right after the show, bro. Pick up your phone.
I love y'all out there, man. Y'all still. I'm glad y'all shout out everybody tuning in. Hopefully, y'all thought it was a great show. We're gonna try to bring more to the platform moving forward.
Shout out to Tefimo. I appreciate that, brother. Just for the wow, 18.1M. Shout out to Tefimo for the $500 donation. I appreciate you, bro.
Get out there, bro.
Yo, I love Tio. I'm sorry. That's my dog, bro. Tio, if you buy one of those Jake Paul tickets, I want to go with you, bro, because you're the fucking man.
The takeover show.
You're the takeover. Nah. I'm putting my money on Tio. Fuck that. We out of here, bro. It's your boy Norbs. Shout out to Tefimo Lopez. God bless my brother. You got a fan of me forever. You know, I fuck with you. Let's get it. Jamel, I'm calling you right after one.
Yeah, bro.
My God.